Hi, my name is Emily Wallace, and I'll be presenting on Elon Musk today. Elon Musk was born in 1971. He's a successful entrepreneur. You might know him for his companies like Tesla or SPCH. And in his early 20s, he became a millionaire. The overview of what we'll be looking at is his early life, his current accomplishments, and his future inventions and things that he's been working on. In his early life, he was born in South Africa, in Pretoria. Around age 10, he started getting into computers, and he taught himself how to program and code. At 17, he moved to Canada for school. He moved to Canada to attend Queen's University, and he also moved to avoid mandatory service in the South African military. 3 years later, he moved to America to attend the University of Pennsylvania to get his bachelor's degree in economics and physics. After University of Pennsylvania, he went to Stanford, but he went to pursue a PhD in energy physics, but he ended up dropping out after 2 days because of the internet boom, and he decided that he had to get on it, and he had to invent something, create something. So he dropped out after 2 days. One of his big accomplishments is at the age of 12, after he started programming and coding, he created his own game, and he sold that game at the age of 12. Zip2 is his first official company. He launched that in 1995. It was an online city guide bought for $307 million and $34 million in stock. It was used in the New York Times and the Chicago Tribune, so it's certainly popular. So he was about 24 at this age, so it's pretty young. His next company was PayPal. PayPal, as we would know it, the first name for it was X.com. He sold it to eBay for $1.5 billion, and only after 3 years after he had found it. And this was only a couple years after Zip2. His third company is probably one of his most popular, besides Tesla, is SpaceX. SpaceX, the long name for it is Space Exploration Technologies Corporation. In this, his first intention was building spacecraft for commercial use, so people could just go into space whenever they wanted. But that's still his intention, but now he also works with NASA and the International Space Station. Next is Tesla. Obviously, or most known for its electric cars. They also make solar roofs and other battery products. He is the co-founder, CEO, and product architect of Tesla, and it was founded in 2003. Other companies he has is the Boring Company, AI and Neuralink, which is about artificial intelligence, and then the Musk Foundation is his foundation that's his charity. Right now he donated $1 billion to just plant trees all over the world where it's most needed. Now let's talk about his future endeavors and what he's working on. In his Tesla company, he's working on a Cybertruck. This has been in the news and social media a lot lately. Hyperloop, which is like, it would be like underground pods. It's like a somewhat way of saving time, not having to go through traffic. You take an underground pod and you're at your destination in 5 minutes opposed to 25. Solar City is a company working on just making the world a more like solar place instead of using like coal or other forms of energy resources. High-speed train, it's somewhat the same as the Hyperloop, but it's a train, it's not just a pod. And the high-speed train can go up to 700 miles an hour. And then also the Boring Company, they're creating flamethrowers, so that's pretty cool. In conclusion, we can see that Elon Musk is a pretty smart man and a pretty successful man. So in this presentation, we've seen his early life, his current accomplishments, and then what he has in store for the future. And here's my references. Thank you.